from Oakland to eternity. Hoo-wee! That cry of Oakland joy when it was the Brooklyn Newark of the West. My old hometown, we were there, 5 years ago? Many buildings, the same, yet a bit smaller. Everything had shrunk over 50 years. I got word now it's a regular Williamsburg. No longer Jack London, black, brown, white, bronze, every hue working class through and through. A social laboratory conveniently attached to Berkeley and its lefties and scholastics. Across the bay from San Francisco, irrepressible Bohemia, bubbling and burgeoning. I don't reckon I'll see a world as innocent again. We believed. Mostly good things. As intensely alive, yet nonchalant, walking home 14-year-old on a starlit, moon-big summer night, a dozen blocks from home, with a bounce in my step 2 feet above the sidewalk, feeling like a member of brave, legendary explorers. I had only been there on my bike before. Single gear, big tire Columbia. There I was, happy about nothing I would ever be. But when the 18-year-old girl and my 22-year-old self did it, and she exclaimed, "You do it good." Or when the mown grass blades smelled like they came from a dimension of satisfactory pleasure that endures forever. Then a few years later, we fought like cubs, astonished one could get hurt, fish sailing and stomping shins with boots. If only I could have traded that bovine manure for a kiss from Sandra or Diane instead of alarming the neighborhood street with our rude ignorance. 1969, the salmon jumping up the 12-foot falls, many failing to make it. Mouth of Ketchikan Creek, watching out the library window, Wells' outline of history on lap. The Whatever It Is Festival at San Francisco State, a thunder sculpture in the pool by Ron Boise, the one who did the tiny metal Kama Sutra sculptures on the beach, photographed to look life-size. I had his Kama Sutra calendar. Kesey was there on the covert. On stage, the Dead, the Airplane, Quicksilver, Bloomfield, Elvin Bishop, Mimi Farina, Nick Gravinati's Pigpen, jamming, dancing the Body Electric in the college cafeteria. Hell's Angels Ball, the Fillmore District Warehouse, Janice and Big Brother's band. Between sets, he flirts with me. I'm on Baby Woodrose, opium, Ritalin, shrooms, purple barrels, and keg beer. I saw a lot I couldn't do anything about. The time my kid's mom sang in the car in language immediately ancient, authentic, shocking words, not just sounds mysteriously scary. I had heard this language thousands of years ago. A message from the origin, and my tears were for the beauty in 10,000 years. Watching my daughter's birth. Those times I got a standing O. California Hall, San Fran, 77. Unitarian Hall, North Berkeley, 78. 1111 Pearl, Boulder, Naropa, 1980. Liberty Lunch, Austin, Texas, 81. Court Tavern, New Brunswick, 1987. Cherry Valley, 1998. Woodstock Rec Center, 2018, and others. Hearing for the first time for what it's worth. All radios attuned, going up the panhandle. There's something happening here. 15 minutes later, coming over the hill and seeing the other heads, tens of thousands at the first human bee in 1967. When you said yes, oh, happy night, 2011. And we both had in the autumn of our lives in the car, outside the dancing club, true love, total love. Someone who loved me as much as I loved them. Ecstasy, dervishing my crazed skin, overwhelmed by the perfect divinity of her face. I nearly fainted in the whirling realization of my immaculate fortune and destiny. Oh yeah, when I heard the Navy shrink say they'd never make a Marine out of me again.